friends, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new here, I'm Nilina and please consider subscribing to Candid Homemaking, where we are at present in a new journey of a new house that we just moved into. So most of you would already be knowing that, and I am really excited to have my new kitchen that what do we say, it was one of the things that me and my husband spent a lot of time in the design studio. I mean, they have a standard kitchen and all of that, but this is the gourmet kitchen style that we selected, and we spent considerable amount of time in different appointments to go ahead with the color of the countertops and the backsplash and the cabinet colors and all of that. So it was in one or two installments, it was in one or two appointments that we went there, and I just loved how it all turned out. I am really excited to be in this kitchen. It is an open layout, so that is one of the things I really enjoy, being a part of the family when they are spending their time in the great room. So this layout really brings in that joy and warmth, and not felt left out in one part of the house. We moms know that we spend a lot of time in the kitchen, and that should be a wonderful place to be. So as much as I say I love how it turned out, but there's one thing that I would confess is that the inside of all these is not that organized, and I would really love to make it as beautiful as it looks outside, and that's why I got a few organizational stuffs from in and around. Recently you would have seen a video where I recently went to Home Goods and found a few stuffs. I got some of them from the Container Store here. There's one place where we get all kind of organizational stuffs for our entire house. I really love that store. So anyway, I'm gonna get started, and so I hope this would give some hacks and tips to organize your kitchen. So one major organizational stuff that I needed was for this drawer. I have all kind of ladles and spoons and various stuffs required for doing any kind of work in the kitchen, but I needed that to be organized. So what I really wanted to have was an organizational tray or a divider, but there was only one inbuilt divider that they had given, so that was being used for these spoons and forks and all the cutleries. So that was inbuilt in one of the drawers here. So that's when I was a little confused about what size should I be getting, and that's when I went to the Container Store and found this. So that's when I went to the Container Store and found this nice expandable drawer. So I really felt that that would be a great fit, because this is the biggest drawer I have here. So having these kind of shelf liners was really helpful to keep the drawers as clean as possible. Perfect. Okay, so now I just love how everything looks organized, and I have just divided between two drawers. These are all serving spoons, and rest are all for preparing food. So I have just divided based on that, which takes us to the second hack, which is to divide your kitchen into different functional zones. So right now the interior of my kitchen is such that we have everything that we need for getting the work done, but it's in different places. And for someone is trying to help you, for example your husband is planning to help you, or if someone else, or even for yourself, if things are divided according to function, I think it would be really helpful. So what I'm planning to do is to divide it into different functional zones. Primarily one is for prepping, things needed for preparing the food. One is for cooking, the next one is for storage, and the last one is for cleaning. So these are the major four functional areas, and I would like to make one little extra one as well. I'll show you how I do that. So I would like to have this part of my kitchen basically for preparation of food, where I'm going to do the work prior to cooking the food, preparing, mixing and all those stuffs. Since this area is meant for that, I would like to have other stuffs also here which is required for prepping the meals, like mixing bowls or other utensils like chapati. This is your chapati pan, etc. That is a basic prepping tool. So things like that I would like to keep it here. So I would like to transfer some other appliances here as well so that I can base it on function. So I love these mixing bowls that I got from Walmart a few years back, but it's so colorful, bright. I think it's from the brand Pioneer Woman. So I have those mixing bowls. This is a bowl where I make chapatis, and a little bit of flour here for rolling the chapatis. All of that is here. So along with the part of this prepping zone, here we have other prepping items, mini food chopper, the mixer jar, the mixie and all of that. So one of you asked me how is this Preeti mixie. I really like it. I got it from Amazon, so it's been some time that I have been using it. I really like it. There's no point of getting a mixer from India or something. You can just buy it over Amazon, so that really works. So that is basically my prepping area. There need to be a very strict divider for any of these zones. It is just a matter of how comfortable it is for you. It's for the easy workflow to happen. I think it's really helpful. So coming on to the cooking zone, you can keep all your spices and the oil and things required for cooking, and the cooking utensils come as a part of it. So the major area in your kitchen would be occupied for the cooking function. So we got this custom made. This is the spice drawer, and it's very close to the kitchen stove, and this is something that I really like. Really wanted to have all my spices organized. Now all these containers that I got, it's from Amazon. I wanted to have these wide mouthed containers, especially for the Indian spices, because sometimes we would need more than a little pinch, right? So this is something where I can even put my 1 tablespoon inside very easily, and that's why I got this size. But I also have a very little spoon here which I sometimes use. And one thing today that I like to do is to label them. So I have these chalkboard label stickers. I have used it in my pantry as well. So this way it's easier to understand from the top of the bottle itself as to what it is. You don't spend some time looking into what masala it is and all. It would be easy. So I'll link any of these products that I bought in the description box below if you want to check that out. So that's when I realized there were 2 bottles of the same spice. Labeling is so important, right? Okay. Okay, so now this looks perfectly organized. On the down rack I have spices that I don't use that often, and then of course this asafoetida here, and this like black pepper. It's a grinder in itself. The Himalayan pink salt here, and then we have those Italian seasoning and all. So all of that is gonna remain as such, but I'm really happy how this turned out. So under the stove we have the pot and pan drawers. Those are really deep inside, so it can take in any big pots that you have, but as of now some of them might look empty. It's just because I have cooked some food and kept it away. But yeah, I really like these 2 huge drawers for that. So the cooking supplies will continue. I have my iron pan drawer here, just kept it separately, and then my non-stick pans here. But since the major function of the kitchen is cooking, so that would be the major space occupied by also. And then I just wanted to create a very small morning station, but here we have all those miscellaneous items again. So I wanted to change this little part here and make something out of this little area when I first come into the kitchen. So let me show you what I'm planning to do. Now this I just got from Home Goods, but it's basically for spoons and forks. But I'm just going to keep my green tea that me and my husband we have been drinking lately. Sachets inside. So that way we know how much is left, and yeah, that works. So there it is, my mini morning station. I have honey, coconut oil, apple cider vinegar, coffee jar, coffee powder, and the green tea. So the coconut oil that I've kept there is for turmeric milk. I am not going to keep a separate spice container of turmeric there since I have one here already. So sometimes I drink some golden milk too in the morning, but yeah, I'm happy how this turned out. Okay, now we are all guilty about something, right? One thing that I am guilty of is being not able to use my juicer as much as I would like to. So the reason why I am not being able to use it, because it takes a lot of time to fix it, because it has different parts and it takes some space, and the way we keep it inside our cupboards is we'll just dismantle every piece and we'll keep it, and then it becomes a task as to how often you would use it. So this time around I am planning to use it because I would love to juice as many things as possible and give it to my kids as well as we could all have it. So I am planning to do something where I can just fix it all together and keep it as such without having the reason to dismantle it. I'll just clean it and keep it back in the same spot. So where is that spot in the kitchen? One option was to lay it on the countertop and leave it as such, because that is most often what everyone says. The most commonly used stuff should be on the countertop or on the down racks or down cupboards. But I don't think the countertop is an optimal spot for this because it occupies a good amount of space, and I would like the countertop to be as clutter-free as possible. So I'm looking into where is that spot in this kitchen where I can leave it. And I got this nice bulb lighting in my head telling you can use this lower shelf to place it. When I fixed everything, that doesn't have enough space here. So that's when I'm going to ask the help of my husband. I think he can help us. 1 second. ഈ സാധനം ഇത് ഒരു മുകളിലേക്ക് ഒന്ന് കിട്ടിയാണോ? ഇത് ഊരിയാലും മതി. ഇത് ഊരി തരാമോ? എനിക്കിത് വെക്കണം. ജ്യൂസ് അല്ല, ജ്യൂസ് എനിക്ക് അതേപോലെ ഇവിടെ so happy. How nice that looks. I hope I'll be able to use it better. And next comes into the storage function. And storage is basically you have all the containers and the Tupperware containers and those glass containers or everything that you store your extra food in. But I also wanted to have one specific drawer just for lunch box and lunch bags and those stuffs, because in the morning when it is a hurry, it's very easy to just find from one drawer. Even the kids can place their lunch bags back into that drawer when they come back from school. So now here is a drawer. This would seem a little empty than usual because Adi is at school and his lunchbox and bag is not here, but this is basically the drawer that I'm using. Anjali's water bottle, my water bottle. This is Adi's thermos. This is a reusable Ziploc pack. where sometimes Adi takes his snack depending on what he takes to school. So yeah, this is the lunch drawer. Okay, so the next hack is to use your space smartly. So I haven't been that smart with my space here. These big bowls that I would be using only once in a while, not on a daily basis for serving food, especially when guests come or something like that. I don't want to be keeping it in the lower shelf because that occupies the easily utilizable space. So I'm going to shift all of that and keep something which we use on a regular basis here. Things will always go to the most inaccessible corner when something falls down. You know what law is that? It's called Murphy's Law. When something falls down, it will just go and hide behind something which you cannot spot. I don't know how that happens, but there is a law. States it's true. But I moved this to the top thing because I wanted to keep my plates more efficiently. Okay, so usually where I used to keep my plates were in these drawers, but I wanted to clear out some space in the drawer here, and so I'm occupying this lower shelf so here it is organized this way in these racks, and here I'm going to keep my cups. Use these shelf dividers so that you can use the height of the drawers effectively. So this one I think I just got it from Dollar Tree long time back. So that is a shelf where I showed you all the cups and plates and all, and this section is my storage functional area. As you can see, there are very few boxes and containers and lids. The reason because most of them are in the refrigerator. If you have seen my meal planning video, I had done one recently, but this is a section that I can dedicate for that. Now the last functional area is for cleaning, which is under the sink. So there is a lot of empty space here, even though we have the garbage disposal switch and the pipes running below that. But here I'm just using a regular white box which can accommodate all of my cleaning supplies. The cloth that I'm using for wiping, it's gone for washing, so I don't have it here. But other than that, everything is here. This is the cleaner that I'm using for the granite countertops. I'm also wiping the stainless steel appliances, my refrigerator and dishwasher and all with the same thing. I also have Mrs. Mayer's multi-surface cleaner whenever I'm cleaning the cabinets or any other surfaces, the tables and all of that. The rinse aid that I'm using for the dishwasher, this really helps for drying the dishes. Initially I used to use only these dishwashing pods for washing, and later I realized that we have to be using rinse aid as well for drying of the dishes, otherwise the dishes will remain wet even after washing. So this really helps for that. And then I have my window cleaner here, the glass cleaner, because we have a window right there, and garbage bags and a sponge for cleaning. I can place it under the sink. So that is my cleaning zone in a box. Now coming to this island area, I really like that it is a nice size and we have our meals here only. But with the sink, we had an option if we want to have like double sinks or just a single one. But then I chose to have a single one because with our utensils that we have, like cookers, grinders and all of that, a bigger sink would be helpful. But what I don't prefer to keep is this one on the island, because most often what I see is Adi and Anjali would be sitting here. Anjali has a very good chance that she would be touching these bristles, which of course I don't like. So I found this at the Home Goods, but I don't know how well this suction would work, so that way I can keep these things here. It seems like a much better place now for that. And one more thing that I wanted to show you is a miscellaneous drawer which was so full of things. So I got these divider trays. They can be interlocked to one another, so this can be just attached to one another and make any shape with that. And then now it looks like this. So every kitchen will definitely need a miscellaneous drawer like this, because this being so close downstairs, and this is the first thing that I can access, but I need more stuffs like pens or pencils and markers here. But I was just kind of organizing with whatever I had in the drawer. I have my camera, battery, that will go here, camera will go here, battery, and my tripod, some miscellaneous lip balms and a nail cutter, and here I have some labels and any future appointments that is coming up. Okay, and then I have one drawer of some important papers that I get, which needs constant reminder. So I've kept that there. But I'm so happy today that this kitchen is completely organized. So I hope I can keep up to the standards of organization that I have created for myself. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. And I hope you all got at least one little idea out of this. And yeah, if you liked it, please don't forget to give this a thumbs up, and I will see you all next time. Take care and bye bye.